Another update, so it's time for another review, boys, and this time we will be reviewing our beautiful proletariat wife and our revolutionist comrade, Minori. Minori is an explosive special student who specializes in dealing AoE damage, with her EX skill allowing her to deal damage to enemies in a circular area by throwing pudding. Yes, you heard me right, she throws pudding. And similar to Track Hasumi's EX, you can consume up to an additional 3 costs to deal more damage with Minori's EX, with a 35% damage increase for each additional cost consumed. For her basic skill, she again deals damage to enemies in a circular area every 25 seconds. Meanwhile, her passive skill increases her accuracy, with her attack also being increased at UE 40. And finally, her sub-skill increases ally explosive effectiveness. Minori is very much useful for Gregorius, where she shines as the main DPS dealer. That's because Greg doesn't like pudding. I mean, it's because her EX can deal tons of damage, especially after consuming all 3 additional costs, which you can use to absolutely nuke Greg's minions. Not only that, the explosive effectiveness buff provided by her sub-skill is extremely useful in helping your team deal more damage, even though the amount is about only a fraction of that provided by Summer Hoshino's EX skill. It doesn't cost anything to activate, as it is a sub-skill and the buff will last the entire battle. However, with all that being said, Minori needs a lot of investment to really shine against Greg, especially if you're going for a one-team clear on Insane or Torment difficulties. In my opinion, to one-team Greg on Insane, you will need at least UE 30 or UE 40 Minori, while for one-team Torment, you will definitely need UE 50 Minori, since her mood in indoor terrains increases from S to SS. Not only that, Minori's team requires a lot of specific students, most of whom are only obtainable through gacha to fully work, especially if you're going for a one-team clear. Some of these students include Samasaki, who can increase Minori's damage through her sub-skill, and Sama Miyako, who can reduce Greg's crit damage resistance. Thus, without the essential students like Sama Miyako and Samasaki, your Minori team might not work as efficiently, even with a UE 50 Minori. So overall, I would say skip Minori if you don't plan on investing into her, or if you don't have/intend on getting the units for her team. You could also replace her with one of the many raid AoE students such as Maid Yuzu or Summer Miyu, both of whom are technically free from their events, or Hibiki, who is farmable, or even Nagisa if you have her, instead of having to pull on Minori's banner and using up your pyroxenes. And hey, it's not a bad idea to just 2 or 3 team Greg with your available units instead of using up all your pyroxenes to get specific units just for a Minori team to one team Greg. And considering the upcoming banners like Sama Miyako and Samasaki, both of whom I now personally feel are more important than Minori in Greg, since they don't require a lot of investment and they can work well in other teams as well as other modes, Sama Hanako, who is just really good, and the new Sonic Striker units like Kikyo, who is excellent in the new JP raid, you're better off saving your pyroxenes. But go ahead and pull for her if A, you have a fuck ton of pyroxenes lying about to get her and the required units for the team, B, you're willing to really invest into her, or C, she's your waifu. That's all for the review, and let me know if you're pulling for her for whatever reason you may have, or how your pulls went. I apologize for the slightly later upload cause I've been busy the past week, so I didn't have much time to make this video. And I will be releasing a short review of the normal SRT units sometime this week for those of you who are interested, even though they aren't that important, as they are the other banners. Anyways, thank you for watching, and I'll see y'all in the next one.